I'm all showered up, and I got an idea for what I want to do for my solo Thanksgiving. So here we go. Here's my idea. I'm gonna make French toast, and then I'm gonna do peanut butter in the middle and banana on that. French toast sandwich, syrup on top. I think that's gonna be fantastic. So the narcissist had to make his annual sweet potatoes, which I know that he was trying to bait me into doing it for him. Took the day off yesterday, sat here, right there, all fucking day. Did literally nothing. Fine, do what you want on your day off. But then, gets up like at the crack of dawn this morning to start the boiling process of potatoes, and I know I can smell a trap when I see one. And so I didn't bite. I was like, your family's not going to have me there, so why would I turn around and offer to make the potatoes? Especially when he's not even willing to ask for the help. It has to be like offered always. So I just let that fire burn itself out. But so he's doing his potato thing, and he's up there. It's boiling at 1 minute, it's barely steaming at the other minute. There is literally a disaster area on the top of this stove right now. So I waited until his path of destruction was cleared out, and he was willing to step away from his project, because the minute I come out and start making breakfast, the minute he would start getting like super attentive to his potatoes, you know, if I tried to get in his way. So I waited until he was in the shower. He was willing to step away, so it's basically signifying that it's not an immediate, there's nothing that needs his immediate attention, so he's got no reason to barge into my space, into my bubble of cooking breakfast. Mind you, for the both of us, this would have been breakfast for both of us, but his tactics would have inserted himself dominance over this kitchen space where his potatoes were cooking. So I waited until he was willing to walk away to then come out and start the breakfast. So by the time he got out, breakfast was halfway done, and he had no choice but to eat it, and couldn't really, you know, fuck up my morning at all with his plan. So to drop in my first French toast, and then got my banana. So I know he was trying to get me to make them for him. No fucking way. But the one year, last year, I made this beautiful caramel apple cheesecake. I wanted to bring it along. He sat there and let me watch me make it, watch me buy the ingredients for it, watch me, you know, put my heart and soul into assembling. And then last minute hits me with the news, oh yeah, such and such doesn't want you there this year. Oh, okay. Okay. And then on his way out the door, has the audacity to say, see you later, have a good day. Yep. I think this French toast is going to be so fucking good. So fucking good. So, what are we doing next? We got the banana. I need to get some cinnamon on that thing. Okay. bitch. I'm gonna get some cinnamon, I think. I swear my neighbors are NPCs. Like, silent house, and I start moving around, and all of a sudden there's movement. Either that or they're crawling out from the depths of alcoholism with their party or whatever. But literally always seems to follow that kind of trend. I do kind of, I mean, I know he is coming back at, so, oh, it's not, okay, just, wow, that's interesting. Just caught the clock kind of stop itself right when I looked at it. Weird. But, I know he's due back at some point. And I mean, I wouldn't care. I'd be like, fuck you, I'm doing this. But, you know, I don't really, I want to be done out here when he does come back. Or, believe me, there will be hell to pay for, how dare I use 2 pieces of bread and an egg on Thanksgiving of all fucking days. You know, how dare I have like an extra meal that wasn't like designated by like our breakfast, which is comprised of 2 eggs, 2 pieces of bread, and 2 pieces of bacon every day. And then I'm also allowed a burger patty with a single piece of cheese. I do get 2 pieces of bread to go with that, which is like I had to fight for that one. But holy shit, if you know, there would be some stomping and narcissistic strutting and all kinds of displays going on if I was caught in the act of making myself an unsanctioned French toast. You know, holy. So I'm really trying to get this done before like there'd be any danger of him coming back. I never know how long those things are gonna go for. It's a fucking bump on the log anyway. So, I mean, it's basically whenever he feels almost like he's like outstayed his welcome, or oh, everyone else is leaving out, maybe it's time to go, sort of a thing. Which is also kind of fucked, because then when you're like holding yourself to such a standard, you're kind of like trapped by it also, where oh, it's not okay to go until everyone else says it's okay, and then it's okay. It's kind of being a sheeple follower. But like I usually say to that, wow, why is that so hot? Settle down, man. Damn. I'm fucking going crazy. Okay. I'm so glad I'm using fresh bread for this, because like if I was trying to use that same old dry bread that like I would normally use for a French toast, but using just a singular egg, kind of really got to stretch that egg for 2 pieces, and even like it wiped the bowl basically dry. And there we go. Much less, I don't need him seeing, you know, the tripod set up on the stove and all that shit. All that shit that would just be like fuel for the cannons, the fodder. Yeah, this second piece, I'm gonna have to put that towards the inside because that's really not the greatest. But kind of wish, see now, if I was doing the shopping and I was able to pick the eggs, I'd be getting extra jumbo size or whatever. 1 egg would have been plenty for 2 pieces of bread for French toast, but whatever, you know? Let the cheapskate tight ass make all the decisions and see where that ends us. You know what I've noticed? What's really crazy? That Ooh. The true cheapskate, tight ass, like the classic cheapskate, believes himself to be one of the most industrious people, hardest working on the face of the planet. But they tend to be the laziest motherfuckers I've ever seen in my life, and really it holds true to character that the cheaper you are about things, the cheaper the stuff you buy, the cheaper your quality of life, whatever it is, the lazier you are, essentially. So it's like there's a truth built into that that's like, holy shit, it makes sense, you know. So it really is a battle against laziness. Like the rich really are hardworking. It's just they're so hardworking they'll steal yours too if you let them. And the laziest among us let them, and that's how that happens. So I guess the trick and the moral of the story is be more hardworking than they are, and secure your peace, or they'll take it from you. They got no problem with that. Because they figured if they don't, someone else will. And they're damn right about that. So, more power to them, I guess. It just sucks when you're born into a system where you automatically have privilege. And then it just makes it that much easier to take everyone else's versus someone that is born into the system without that privilege. Really has to... can't get the deals. Buy 4, get 5 free, and those kind of shit that rich people get. So we're stuck there buying the single portions at a designed amount, designed to keep you at that level. Okay. This thing is going to be absolutely monumental here. Let's get the knife. Just try that thing off. And the fork, and this. And you're coming with me. Alright, I'm just gonna pop. Okay, the stove is still a mess and wholly untouched. I was able to keep his disaster intact for him because he felt completely unperturbed to have any sort of a responsibility to clean up that. I mean, talk about letting it boil over, flood the entire surface of the stove top, and with potato water basically, and then just let it dry, and then just let it sit there, and then just continue to make your Thanksgiving thing on top of the mess, and then just leave the mess for naturally someone else to take care of. Again, laziness in action. Laziness in action is inaction. Laziness in action is inaction. But actionably inaction. Inaction actionably? Something like that. A more cunning linguist could really come up with something there. I think I was on to something, though. Alright. Let's get that. Nanner. What else would make this thing fire? Should we do some like shredded coconut on it? Ooh, chocolate chips. Holy shit. If it was still warm, it's probably not anymore. Probably barely enough to chocolate chips would be fucking fire though on there. But let's see. Should I? It's not quite to chocolate chip. Being ready for the chocolate chips. Yeah, I gotta get this banana peeled. We'll get that sliced, get the peanut butter on there. Maybe put some coconut, shredded coconut. Possibly. Really wish I would have grabbed a fresher banana for this, but yeah, well. Oh. Okay. A little piece for me. There we are. I was gonna say, I thought I had a better in there for this. Okay. Yeah, peanut butter. Spread some peanut butter on there. Let's see, can you guys want a shot of my crotch real quick while I bring this in here? I'm gonna slap some peanut butter on there real good. This would be like a look at that. Damn, almost like it was meant for it, because that was the intention that I had set upon this plate of food. Yeah, I usually don't like to double dip into the... God, a little bit. No, I can pull it out with a fork, I suppose. You know, just pay attention to what goes on your knife and what goes back into the jar. As for you're not going to put it in the fridge after, definitely be aware of what you're tracking. Like I always start peanut butter first and then the jelly. Like if you're gonna, you know, make one, because that way the jelly goes back in the fridge. But if you got jelly in your peanut butter, which doesn't go back in the fridge, you know, got something to be concerned about there. But all right, I'm gonna slice this guy. Can you tell I used to make this for my son almost every morning? Basically every morning for his first, or his, I should say, his second year alive. So when he turned 1 and we went to like solid food, I used to make this for him every morning. I called it the Schnee's Baby Breakfast. I even put it in my cookbook. The Schnee Baby Breakfast. It was literally exactly what you see here, except I didn't do the French toast part of it. It was just a standard piece of toast with the peanut butter, honey. Oh, I could do honey. But I guess today instead of honey, I'm doing the maple syrup, which I have, and I didn't even show, some fantastic local maple syrup. It is just the bomb from my uncle. Has some maple trees, and love it. So I have that, but I did his baby breakfast. There's always a banana, the peanut butter, the toast, honey, cinnamon, and then I just mash it all up into a big, like, cohesive sludge, kind of. And oh, he loved it. He just loved it. But I could have, I guess, upgraded. Now I could eat this as a sandwich, but I really want to just drizzle it the fuck with some, oh, I wish I could get a shot of this, but drizzle it the fuck with some maple syrup. Hell yeah. This could be so fucking good. Can you tell that I'm like basically in a state of perpetual starvation, and with how excited I get over the most, I don't know, there's probably people out there that think, this ain't special. There's people that probably already turned this off, but hey, this is my bliss right here. And I just think it's funny how a year ago, I would have laughed at this idea. Because last year, Thanksgiving time, I was trying to get myself the DiGiorno Thanksgiving pizza that they came out with. I was like, I gotta try that. And I had found out I was doing Thanksgiving solo. So I was like, okay, I'll just get that pizza. It's got the turkey, it's got everything I'd want. Wasn't end up able to find it. Didn't even end up doing really anything Thanksgiving themed except leftovers from the Narc family fucking Thanksgiving. So anyway, chocolate chips. I don't need chocolate chips. That's extra unnecessary. So let's just get the cinnamon on the toast. Maybe I could put like a little thing. Did you guys see this? Like fully? Ooh, almost fell out of my tripod there. Okay. There we go. Some cinnamon on there. What a treat. Oh my God. I'm so grateful for this. What a treat indeed for Thanksgiving Day. It's not turkey. It's not ham. It's not even cranberry sauce or green beans. But damn, this sure does make me happy. And I am grateful. I really miss my son. This makes me miss my son so much. I'm so grateful for him. And I really hope he's doing okay. How could he be without his daddy? I'm sorry, guys. I'm not hungry anymore.